Hello and welcome to the Genja tutorials. Today I'm gonna touch on the LXML Python module. It's a dependency on the Junos PyEZ package, and basically it's for kind of parsing and manipulating the XML data that we retrieve. So first of all, before we start, I'm going to upgrade the connect.py folder, program that we have, the script. So it's in our usual folder. But first of all, so what I'm going to do to it is I'm going to generate some keys, SSH keys, so that we don't have to input a username each time. Slightly more secure. So if we navigate into the SSH folder, we're going to generate the keys first of all. So using a program in Ubuntu, we can use SSH keygen, which will generate some keys. The type is an RSA, and the number of bytes is, we're going to just use 2048. Doesn't take long to do. Says, do you want to enter a file to where you want to save the location? So basically the file name is going to be id_RSA. That's the default. I'm going to leave it at that, so I'm going to leave it blank. Then it's going to ask for a passphrase. We're going to create a passphrase so that each time we need to access this key, it's password protected, which is what we want. You can have it unprotected, so it's just asking to confirm. Let's generate the keys. So if I do an LSL, we can now see it's generated the two keys, there and there. So you've got your public one and your private key. So now we've done that, we'll just head back up to the top, and then we're going to navigate into our regular folder, Genja tutorials, and I'm going to go straight into PyEZ, list our files. So we're going to make a copy of the connect.py file. So if we do copy connect.py, and we're gonna call it connect_ssh key.py. So that's now made a copy. We're gonna edit this file now. So again, connect_tab. So what we want to do in this file now, we're going to edit it so that we can get rid of the username here. We'll update this so that it just says, the variable name says key password, and it says key password here, as well as update the exception, and then we'll need to update the passphrase, well, the variable that is equal to, that is pointing to. So first of all, we actually need to, so we'll delete this line, and then we'll edit this line, key_password, key password, key_password, and this is just going to say key password. That's that there. So now by default, and I need to delete the username. So because there's no username, it will ask, it will go to the default location. You can hard code that in as well. for your SSH the key file, but it will go to the default where it was saved previously. So I'm going to just leave it as this, and then we will save this. So now clear. I'm just going to clear the screen. So now I need to make a change and copy the file onto the actual router. So you can copy and paste from your SSH, or you can basically point it to the location. So I'm gonna log into my router first of all, or SRX, using my standard. So I've got to specify username. 2.168.1. So I'll ask for my password as normal. So now go into edit mode. And what we want to do is we want to set system login user authentication, no, user Dre authentication, and we want to load the key file, and then if we do a question mark, it's saying where do you want to load it from. So this is the location here where, in my instance, so let's copy that in there, and then I'm gonna say it's gonna be, if it's in your default location, home user .ssh folder, and then we want the public key to copy over. So it's ID underscore RSA dot pub. So that should copy. It's asking me to log in to my device. That's copied the file over. If we do a show pipe compare, it's now it's copied the contents of the public. If you open it up, I'll show you afterwards, if you open it up, it's copied the contents over of the actual file, rather than copy and pasting it and making a typo, because we're all about automation. I've copied it over, so I'll commit this and quit. Just makes it a bit more secure, easier, so you don't have to specify a username. So let me come out of this. So now if you want to test it, you can do SSH. You just put in the device IP address. That is not it. 100.5. And now it's asking you to enter the passphrase of the RSA folder. And that's that. So we know that's good. So we'll come out of this. So now what we want to do is we want to edit the new connect SSH, update that. No, have we done that already? I think I already did that. Did I not? Yeah, I done that already. So now, if we run that, -free connect _SSH key, no module named. Oh, sorry, I didn't activate my, what do you call it? Virtual environment. So let me start that. So I'll just clear this. Just start my virtual environment, because I forgot to do that. And then I'm gonna run the new connect py SSH. As it's prompting, I'm gonna hard code. So let me just cancel this. I'm gonna hard code my IP address in. So then, so here I'm just gonna edit. As it's not an integer, I need to put it in quotes, quotations. So, whoa, didn't finish that. And then I'm just going to comment out this, should I want to use it later. So now, it's just one less step. So, right click that, try it again, just prompts for the password, the key password. And we are good, it's connected, as we can see here. So now, I'm going to create a tools folder. So, as you can see here, there's nothing there. Make directory, tools, ls. So now we have that directory. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this new connect SSH key .py folder file as our base. If you want to get a copy of the actual, if you want to type it in as well, it's actually available on GitHub, the connect _SSH _ key file. I'll put the link in the video. So now let's copy this new connect to the tools directory, and we're going to call it RPC discovery tool. Tool.py. So now if I do an ls tools, we now have that. So I'm going to navigate into tools. Clear that. And what I'm going to do is get your favorite text editor and start to edit. So now, basically, the whole purpose of this tool is to kind of save you having to log into your device every time if you're uncertain of an RPC command, the equivalent, say it be show version, log in and have to do like a display XML RPC. So there's one important module which we use, which is called sys. What this allows us to do is to use the command line to actually grab the variables which we use at the command line. So when I say command line, in the terminal we do Python 3 and then we initiate you specify what module, so it's RPC _ tool. But then any commands after that you can grab using sys.argv. So where we're going to make our edits after this. So after we've connected, we're going to do another try except clause. So first of all, I'm just going to add some styling. Print asterisk 70. Well, wow, all over the place. 70, and then a new line. So it's going to give me 2 new lines basically. Because by default print will return end with a new line. Then I'm going to say if sys.argv. So argv is a list of commands. The first one, which is 0, if any of you know, the indexing of list always starts at 0. So 0 is going to be the name of the module. So in this instance, it will be RPC discovery tool.py. So we're saying if arg1 exists. So if any command that we specified exists, do this. So what do I want to do? I want to loop through the arguments. So the variable I'm creating is arg. So argv. And then again, some more indexing. So I'm saying start at 1, go all the way through the list. However many commands you issue. So if it's 1 or more, it will take. And then what do I want to do? I want to create a variable. And based on the class that the object that we created, dev, up here, I'm going to say, so similar to when we done, as I said earlier, when you log in, display underscore XML underscore RPC. So this is basically taking what you do in your command line. They've created a method for it. So basically, same command. And then what I'm doing is, because we're looping through the command line variables, I'm saying for each argument, arg, this variable here, this variable will represent it. So, okay. So I'm just going to demonstrate now what this would look like without any more formatting. So this is going back to the LXML object I was on about. This will print out. So sys command at the moment won't give you it won't give you anything kind of useful. So it will give you an object, which I'm going to show you now. So we'll do that. And -3 arg, oops, in quit. I didn't do the accept clause, so let's just go in, well, vim. So at the moment, let's if I get carried away. So I'm going to do accept. I'm just going to do a pass temporarily, just so I can show you. So now, if I do this, it's asking for my password, for my key. Okay, so this is gonna, I didn't give it a command. I need to give it a command, show version. So as you see, -3 module, and there's my argument command. I'll give it 1 for now. So now here we can see it's come back as an element. Pretty much an object. So there's the RPC. It's not friendly at the moment. So to access this, we need to use tag within our module. So now when I edit it, dot tag, right click, this should give us bit more information. So now we're actually accessing the tag information, which is more friendly to us. But still, it's not friendly for our Python script because it doesn't like the hyphens. We need it to be underscores. So as it's an actual string, it's actually represented as an actual string. We can use the replace method. So if we do replace hyphen with that, and then we say we're replacing it with underscore. Now this is going to replace that. It saves all that extra work. Obviously that's the whole idea of having automation. So I can quickly show you right quick. And here we have it. It's now changed to underscores, and that's perfectly how we want it. So now let me just finish off editing this. So I'm going to add a bit more styling. So now, hold on. So now what I want to do is, I want to say, okay, so this argument is equal, quit an F string, is equal to this now newly represented variable. Then I'm going to add a bit more styling. So at the end of each one, it's going to give us a new line. And then I'm just going to, so that I can see the difference between the two rows. Including this times semi. So it's just a clear cut between the different commands. And then here it's going to be, I just want to close it down. It's going to be 2 new lines. Okay. And then more asterisks. So it's just clear. So we know what we're working with. So let me fix the except statement. So if there's no, basically, if I try to index this, so basically in this except statement, I'm saying try this if this exists, but then it will error if there's nothing in the list. So if I haven't given it a command, it's going to give us an index error. So I'm going to capture that. I'm going to say, well, okay, cool, give me something useful. So I'm going to say print no command entered. Hi, Dane. And then I'm going to say, well, this is what you should have done. Python 3, RPC, discovery, underscore tool, .py. And then you should have done, I don't know, yeah, well, show version. So we've got something useful there. And then close. So we are good. So that's it. So hopefully that should be our styling. So escape, right, quit. clear this, so it's a bit more. And then what I'm going to do is kick it off with no command. Oh, we're done. No colon. So no commands. Yep. So now I've said no command in Python 3, i.e. Python 3 blah blah blah. So now it's oh yeah, reminder. Just quick simple way of showing us what we should be doing, and show version. Oh, made a typo in my password. There we have it. So I can do more. So if I want to do more commands, show system users, and I'll do show interfaces. So now I want to grab all of that. And there we have it. Just a nice clean output. We can see show version is this. You can copy and paste. So yeah, it's just simple, clean, quick and easy way to grab that, which will become useful within the future. Well, in the next video, I'll talk more into the LXML parsing. This is also available within my GitHub repository, so I'll put the link in the video. And I believe we are at the end, so that's it. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this is useful. So yeah, if you continue, we will be building on this. Until next time.